Please let me welcome Sara to the stage.
Okay, class of 2019, this is your third chance. I know that this moment has been at least 4 years in the making for all of you. You have successfully managed to juggle your classes each semester. You've turned in loads of homework assignments, completed countless exams, and you've made your way through those team projects that I'm sure you loved. Some of which were fun, I'm sure a little bit more painful in other cases. But now you're here with your friends and your family who are so proud of you. I am truly honored to be celebrating with you today. I want you to imagine with me for just a moment. You're a sophomore. You have to get up and speak in front of 30 people. You are terrified, you're dreading it. But you've got to do it, so you find your courage, you get up in front of the group, and you completely choke. You bomb. You walk away with some battle scars. Now, fast forward 20 years, and you find yourself at the event center at San Jose State talking to roughly 4,000 people. This is my experience. A lot has changed in the last 20 years. Like many of you, I did not take a direct path to graduation. I changed majors a few times, and I served in the Air Force in between, all with the goal of trying to find my path. But after some soul searching, I decided I wanted my accounting degree from San Jose State. So I applied, and I was not admitted. I was missing 4 required courses in order to transfer in. And one of those courses was public speaking. When I saw that, my heart sank. I did not want to speak in front of people, and I really did not want the feedback that I knew would be coming. I seriously considered dropping out. But it was either I get through this course or I give up on the dream of getting into this great university. So when I gave my first speech, as I mentioned, I blew it. I couldn't breathe the whole time. Well, I could breathe in, but I forgot to exhale. And as difficult as that was, I realized that it didn't kill me. So over the next 6 weeks, because I took the summer course to get it over with, I first learned to exhale in public, and then I practiced a lot. And I surrounded myself with people who were supportive and encouraged me to push through. That next speech went a little bit better, and it's gotten easier over time. That public speaking class was just one of many challenges I would come to face. Challenges where I was sure that I couldn't do it, only to find out that I could, and I did. While being a little bit stubborn helps, I also give a lot of credit to the people around me who helped me overcome my fears and picked me up when I stumbled. The ones that provided advice, encouragement, and even that dreaded feedback. As graduates of the San Jose State College of Business, you are going to do many great things, and I know you are going to thrive in the business world. You are the CEO of your career and your life, and you are a leader. But don't underestimate the importance of having the right people around you to challenge you and support you, or what I like to call your personal board of directors. If you think about the role of a board of directors for a company, it has a purpose, among other things, to ensure that the right strategies are being taken to see the company grow and to add value to the business. The purpose of your personal board is no exception. We all have a personal board, whether we call it that or not. These are the people who have an influence on you. For most of us, our first boards consisted of our parents or our caretakers. For me, my first board also included Barbie. I had this record of songs from the 70s that was supposedly sung by Barbie, and I listened to it over and over for inspiration. But I eventually outgrew her, I kicked her off my board, and I started adding people who were eager to see me grow and actively investing in me. These were my teachers, my friends' parents, and even some of my friends. It was a good start. There's not a set formula for who you need to put on your board. You don't need to check a box to include one friend, one family member, one accountant, one attorney. But you do need the right people to help provide you guidance for your situation, and people who understand and support your objectives and values. And if something's not working for you, don't be afraid to make a change, whether it be to your board or to your objectives. Just don't compromise your values. There are many characteristics I could come up with to name for some of my best personal board members, but I'm going to leave you with just 2 of them today. First and foremost, everyone on a board should have a passion for the cause. And in this case, that cause is you. It might be easy to identify people who could have an impact on your life, but are they truly invested in you, and are they regularly present? We've all received that one-time great piece of advice, like, if at first you don't succeed, skydiving may not be for you. But it's those who regularly engage and help understand your objectives who are going to have a bigger impact. There is a reason why company boards meet regularly. The people I'm talking about include your sponsors and your mentors. They provide perspectives and experience. They help you understand your strengths and point out where you can enhance your skill set to really shine in your role. They may even positively influence the situation or introduce you to the right person to help you take that next step or that next leap. Hopefully you can think of a few people right now that fit that mold. Maybe it's a coworker, or your boss, or the faculty who've taught you over the last few years. And your family, they will always have a place on your board. These are the people who have a passion for the cause. And hang on to those people, but I will also challenge you to expand your board, which brings me to my second characteristic, diversity in thought and experience. For so many reasons, diversity is important. It's one of the great things about San Jose State. It's part of the Spartan culture. And don't lose that. But it can also be a more challenging path. Diversity brings together different perspectives to work through a situation. It's the melding of ideas that leads to a better solution. Diversity leads to creativity, innovation, and disruption. We continue to see disruption in technology all the time. We now have self-driving cars. You can open your phone with your face. I mean, how great is that? We continue to advance because people are thinking differently, working together, and willing to take risks. I've had a lot of great mentors through my life, but I think it's fair to say that it wasn't until I started working for a large global firm that I truly embraced diversity on my own board. Throughout my college career and even in the military, I found myself surrounded by people who thought like I did. And don't get me wrong, I certainly accomplished a lot in both of those environments, but I didn't take a lot of risks, except maybe that life-threatening public speaking class. So think about all those team projects I know you loved so much. Maybe you had to convince someone that your strategy was right, or maybe you were the one being convinced. Perhaps you had to find a new way to collaborate because there wasn't 1 hour in any week that all 4 of you could be at the same place at the same time. But in managing through all that, I'm sure you learned something about yourself. And that end product was probably better and way more interesting than had you done it alone. Some of my most successful moments have resulted from being confronted with a risk or a challenge that stemmed from some crazy idea of one of my board members. I didn't always agree with the idea or approach it with the courage of a superhero, but it was usually something I hadn't done before, so why not at least try? It was a push outside my comfort zone, coming from someone on my board with my best interests in mind. And every challenge that I accepted, no matter the outcome, only resulted in more experience that I could put into my toolkit. But don't ask me to go skydiving because I don't succeed at everything the first time. So whether you succeed or not, face those challenges and surround yourself with people who will help evaluate the results and even help you find that next challenge. So class of 2019, your next adventure awaits. Whether you're going to work for someone else or you're planning to build your own empire, you are a CEO who will make a difference. But I will encourage you to take a fresh look at your board. Do they have a passion for the cause? Do they offer a different perspective? Know that it's okay to step outside your comfort zone and take some risks. And build a board that will help you up when you stumble, dust you off, and point you towards that next challenge. And last but not least, while you're building and maintaining your board, please look for opportunities to help and influence others. You are graduating from San Jose State, and you have received so many gifts from your education that give you important experience and insight. Just think about how great you would be on someone else's board. And giving back might just be one of your proudest moments. Thank you and congratulations.